Your 3-year-old is screaming in the grocery store. You've asked 3 times to put down the candy bar. You're using your calm voice, counting to 3, offering alternatives. It's getting worse. So you give an ultimatum. If you don't stop crying right now, we're leaving and you won't get your snack later. You just made it harder for your child to stop having tantrums. When journalist Jessica Alexander visited Denmark, she noticed something striking. Danish children barely threw tantrums. They were calm in restaurants, cooperative in stores. When they did get upset, they recovered quickly. The difference wasn't the kids. It was what their parents weren't doing. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your well-intentioned responses are training your child's brain for more tantrums. And you'll have the specific framework Nordic parents use to raise emotionally regulated children. The problem you're creating. You're doing everything right. Staying calm, setting boundaries, being consistent. So why are tantrums getting worse? Here's what you haven't been told. Every time you step in with threats or ultimatums, you prevent something crucial in your child's brain. Your child's prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for emotional regulation, won't be fully developed until their mid-20s. Right now, they literally don't have the brain architecture to calm themselves down. But here's the critical part. That architecture doesn't develop just because they get older. It develops through practice. When a toddler learns to walk, they fall. A lot. We don't carry them everywhere to prevent falling. We let them practice because that's how neural pathways for balance get built. Emotional regulation works the same way, except we've been taught to prevent the practice. When you jump in with "stop crying or else," you're lifting your child over the emotional hurdle. You're not letting them build the muscle. And you're teaching obedience, not discipline. Obedience is external control. I behave because someone bigger said so. Discipline is internal control. I understand why this matters and I can manage myself. Obedience works until you're not in the room. Discipline works for life. What Nordic parents do differently. The Danish approach has a name: Ingen Ultimatummer, no-ultimatums. Think of emotional regulation like lifting weights. You can lift the weight for someone every day and their muscles won't grow. Or you can spot them while they do the lifting. The muscle only grows through resistance. Your child's ability to regulate emotions is a muscle. Tantrums are the resistance. You're not removing the resistance. You're the spotter. Here's the core principle. You guide children through emotions, not around them. Not around. Through. The 4-pillar framework. Pillar 1. Witness, don't fix. When your child is having a tantrum, stay nearby. Don't try to stop it. Don't distract. Don't negotiate. Simply witness calmly. I see you're very upset. I'm right here. Why it works. When a child is in distress, their amygdala is firing and their prefrontal cortex goes offline. Your calm presence acts as an external regulator, helping their nervous system settle. Talking too much adds cognitive demand they can't process. Example. Your 4-year-old wants the blue cup, but got the red cup. They're screaming on the floor. You kneel nearby and say nothing. After 2 minutes, you say quietly, "That was really frustrating." They nod. You wait. Their crying slows. You've helped their prefrontal cortex come back online. Pillar 2. Validate the feeling, not the behavior. Acknowledge emotions without judging. You're angry, the slide time is over, not "it's not a big deal." All emotions are acceptable, even if all behaviors aren't. Why it works. When you validate emotions, your brain is teaching their brain how to process feelings. Children whose emotions are consistently validated develop stronger emotional regulation abilities. Example. Your 5-year-old's block tower falls. Don't say, "We can rebuild it." Say, "You worked hard on that." It's disappointing when something you built falls down. Let them feel the disappointment. You're teaching them it's survivable. Pillar 3. Explain once. Hold the boundary. State the boundary clearly with a reason. Then stop talking. "We're leaving now because we need to get home for dinner." Not, "If you don't come, we're never coming back." The boundary is firm. The respect is constant. Why it works. Explanations engage the prefrontal cortex. When you give a reason, you're activating the part of their brain responsible for understanding cause and effect. Every time you repeat or negotiate, you teach their brain that boundaries are movable. Example, your 3-year-old won't leave the playdate. You say once, I know you're having fun. We're going now, so you have time for dinner. They cry. You carry them out calmly. No re-explaining.
No negotiating. No jamming.
You hold the boundary with empathy. Pillar 4. Trust their capability. Don't see tantrums as manipulation. See them as your child's developing brain trying to process an emotion it doesn't yet have tools to manage. This belief changes everything. Why it works. Your beliefs about your child create a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you believe they're capable, you give them opportunities to practice. They build competence. It's a positive feedback loop. Example, your 4-year-old hits their sibling. Instead of, you're being mean, say, you hit your sister. That hurt her. You were angry she took your toy. I know you can learn gentle ways to show anger. You separate the child from the behavior. How to start today? 3 immediate steps. Step 1. Stop all ultimatums for 48 hours. For 2 days, don't use or else. If you don't. Or last warning. State the boundary without the threat. Instead of, if you don't put shoes on right now, we're not going to the park. Say, it's time to put shoes on. We're going to the park, and shoes keep your feet safe. What happens? Ultimatums activate the amygdala threat detection. Your child's brain codes you as danger. Their fight or flight kicks in. That's why ultimatums lead to bigger meltdowns. Remove the ultimatum, you lower their baseline anxiety and make cooperation neurologically easier. Real scenario, your child won't brush teeth. Old way, no screen time if you don't brush. New way, teeth need brushing to stay healthy. I'm going to help you. You calmly assist.
No anger. No threats.
Just the boundary, held with respect. Step 2. Practice the witness stance. Next tantrum, sit nearby at their level. Say once, I'm here. You're safe. Then be quiet. Count to 120 in your head. Let them feel the feeling all the way through. What happens? When you stay calm during their storm, you're providing a secure base. Your regulated nervous system lends them regulation. After the tantrum, their brain releases oxytocin. This is when learning happens. They learn. Big emotions are safe. Mom/dad doesn't leave. I can handle hard feelings. Real scenario. Target parking lot. Your child is screaming about a toy you said no to. You sit on the curb next to them. They scream for 4 minutes. You stay present. It breaks into sobs. You say softly, that was hard. You really wanted that toy. 2 more minutes. They're ready to walk. You just taught them they can recover from disappointment. Step 3. Explain every boundary once, clearly. Before giving a direction, take 1 breath. Ask, why does this actually matter? State the direction and reason. Use simple cause and effect. Don't repeat yourself. Instead of, bedtime.
Bedtime.
I said bedtime. Why aren't you listening? Bedtime now. Say once, it's bedtime. Your brain needs sleep to grow and learn. Come upstairs with me now. Then walk toward stairs. If they don't follow, go back, pick them up calmly, and carry them. What happens? Every repetition teaches their brain the first 3 requests don't count. State once, then implement. This builds trust and predictability, the foundation of security. Secure children regulate better. The timeline, the first week will be harder. They'll test whether you mean it the first time. Hold firm. By week 3, you'll ask once and they'll respond. What about my difficult child? Now you're probably thinking, my child is different. They're more intense, more reactive. You're right. Every child has unique temperament. Some have a more reactive amygdala. Some have slower developing prefrontal cortex. But here's what research shows. Children with difficult temperaments actually benefit more from this approach. A University of Pittsburgh study found that highly reactive children showed the largest gains in self-regulation when parents used co-regulation instead of control.
Why?
Because intense emotions mean more practice opportunities. Your highly reactive child is getting more reps at emotional regulation. With the right support, your calm presence, consistent boundaries, empathetic witnessing, that reactive temperament becomes their superpower. The first 2 weeks will be harder. You're breaking old patterns. But by week 3, something shifts. Tantrums get shorter. Recovery time decreases. Cooperation increases. And here's the long game. Every minute you invest in your 3-year-old's emotional regulation now saves you hours of conflict when they're 13. Closing. Remember that grocery store meltdown from the beginning? Your 3-year-old wants the candy bar. You say no. She starts to escalate. But this time, instead of the ultimatum, you kneel down. You stay quiet. She screams for 2 minutes. You stay present. She starts to cry softer. You say gently, "You're disappointed. You really wanted that candy." She nods through tears. You say, "Sometimes we want things we can't have right now." That's frustrating. She cries for another minute, then takes a shaky breath. You stand up slowly. "We're finishing shopping now. You can walk with me, or I can carry you." She chooses to walk. Takes your hand. The whole thing took 4 minutes instead of 20. And her brain just built new neural pathways for handling disappointment. Here's the framework one more time. Witness the emotion. Validate the feeling. Explain boundaries once.
Trust their capability.
Guide them through, not around. It's going to feel awkward at first. You'll catch yourself about to say, "If you don't," and have to stop mid-sentence. Some days you'll mess up and fall back into old patterns. That's normal. You're building new neural pathways too. Give yourself the same patience you're learning to give your child. Start with just one thing tonight. When your child is upset, try the witness stance. Just be present without fixing. See what happens. Nordic parents have been doing this for generations, raising some of the most emotionally resilient children in the world. Not because they're better parents, because they understand one simple truth. You can't control your child, but you can guide them to control themselves. And that's not the easier path. It's the path that works.